What is up, guys? It's Kyle Milan. I'm here in my office today. We moved from the studio.
I had to switch up the flow, show you the way that it go. God is good, but this life is hard. But it gets better when you grind it small. I'm just really trying to leave a mark. We tired of being who they say we are. That's the baton, we gon' take it far. Always be real, we don't fake it all. Tired of 9 to 5, just make enough to survive.
So if you are in industrial manufacturing sales and you've been struggling with building out your pipeline, or your team has been struggling, then in this short video, I'm going to explain how we can help you. So I've talked about cold calling, talked about lead generation, giving all you guys all the tips, all the tricks, everything that I have in my bag to be able to explain exactly how to do it. And so for this Wednesday show, I was like, you know what? Let's just lay it all out there, because when I started this agency, Manufacturing Tribe, 7 years ago, it was built on the foundation of doing lead generation for industrial manufacturing companies. I had come out of a sales executive role for numerous companies and said, I'm going to build a business that is serving people from a sales and marketing standpoint. And the first service that I offered was industrial lead generation. And it took off and it was a hit. And so over time, because that's something that at the time with the technology 7 years ago, it wasn't really scalable at a massive level as how it can be now. So at that time, we started going more towards marketing and really beefing that up to where we are today. Team of over 13, 14 people. We do marketing and some sales activity for some of the largest companies in the industrial space, up to 7 billion in revenue, and some of the smaller companies that are in the 5 to 10 million revenue range. But today I want to talk about specifically about industrial lead generation. This is a service that we offer. We are doing it at scale again. We've already been doing it for the last 12 months, kind of in secrecy, because we didn't want to really open up the floodgates. Because when we did it before, everybody was like, yeah, I want you guys to sell for me. I want you guys to manage my sales team. I want you guys to do all this stuff. And it really blew up quick. So to put some things in place to have somewhat controlled growth, we've been doing it for a handful of companies for the last 12 months. And now we're really at the point where we can start offering it at different levels to people. So the first package is, if you have a sales team existing, or you have people that are doing some stuff, but you want our team to come in and integrate CRM systems, integrate exposure dashboards, be able to look at the different levels of activity, set the levels of activity, and tell your sales team exactly what they should be doing on a weekly basis. That's really the starter level, where we can kind of get our hands dirty with you guys. Now, the next level up from there is going to be, we call it the Accelerator. The Accelerator program is where we're doing work for you. So if you have a sales team, if you have a business, if you work for a company, you're like, you know what, we want to get into this new industry, we want to break into new territory, the Accelerator package is for you, to where we are doing cold calls, we're booking appointments for your team and doing all of that heavy lifting to free up your sales engineers' time to be able to let them focus on the deals that they're creating. That's the Accelerator package. Now, the partner level, that's when we really get our hands dirty. That's when we are doing deals for you guys. We're closing business, we're doing meetings, things like that. That all depends on what it is that you sell, whether it's a product or a service, and our comfort level with it. That's not something you can just say, yep, I want partner, and we say, okay, cool, let's roll. That really takes some multiple conversations to really make sure that it's a good fit for us and we're a good fit for you guys, depending on what it is that you guys are doing. But we do have clients, and we've been doing this for the last 12 months. It works out great, different levels of it. And so for today's show, I just wanted to throw it out there and say, hey, this is something that now we are allowing it to be open for the quote unquote public, but we are very selective. We cannot just add on 20 companies in the next month and say, we're going to do this for all these people. We have to somewhat be particular about who we work with, because if we are booking appointments for you guys, if we are selling for you guys at that intimate level, then we're not going to be most likely working with anybody that's in that same space. So that's why it's difficult to scale that. And that's why we're very selective and particular about who we do business with. We can't work for a machine shop and book appointments from a machine shop that's here in Austin, and then another machine shop in Austin is like, hey, do that for us. We can't do it, because we're not going to be outworking ourselves. We're not going to be competing with ourselves internally. We're offering the same service for two different people. Marketing's a little bit different, but even still with marketing, we typically have one dog in the fight where we're not doing the same thing for the same companies that are hitting the same target geographic and target market that they're going after. We pretty much say, all right, this is our partner. These are the people that we're focusing on. Everybody else we want to crush and kill. We're trying to get them to dominate. It's a similar type of mindset and maybe even a little bit more strict when we look at it from a standpoint of sales as a service, which is basically what it is, right? So sales as a service being that we are selling, even if it's booking appointments, lead generation, stuff like that, for you guys on your behalf. We are a part of your team. We've got contact information at your team, and we are trying to get your sales team going, get their pipeline full. Like I said, it's not for everybody, but I wanted to take this opportunity to share it out with anybody that frequently watches our lives, anybody that frequently comes through our content. I want them to understand that this is something we do. We don't touch on it very often. It is something that we do. It's now out there for new companies to sign up with. The benefit of working with us is that I don't care what you sell. If you're selling industrial or manufacturing, that is our space. We've been marketing and selling to it for decades, both internally, myself and other employees at Manufacturing Tribe have been doing it before coming to MFG Tribe. And then now we've been doing it for clients for the last 7 years. So we understand it, and there is no massive learning curve. There's tons of lead generation businesses out there, and they do lead generation for insurance people and realtors and all that stuff. We only do it for this. So the learning curve is very short. We just want to understand who are you going after, what are you selling, what's your sales process like. We may be able to implement some adjustments to that based on our experience, based on my knowledge, and then we get to work and start doing it. And everything's based on what type of activity are we doing on a weekly, monthly basis to develop those opportunities for you guys. And I'm excited that we're able to be at a place now at our business to where we can offer it out to more people. As always, go to the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications. We will be back next week, Monday and Wednesday at noon Central Standard Time. Monday for the Ask Kyle show. Send your questions over to askkyle@mfgtribe.com if you want them answered, or leave a comment on any video that we have, and we will get through those comments and throw those up on Monday's show. So we're going to sign off for now, and we will see you on the next one.